It may be hard to believe now with American social distancing, but one day people will be getting on airplanes and traveling again. And Congresswoman Debbie Lesko says they need to be ready with their real ID.
Once the coronavirus crisis ends, then I think we need to start refocusing our efforts on making sure that TSA works with the states to get out to the word to the American public that they need to get this real ID.
In Arizona, that means taking official documents, a birth certificate, a passport, a social security card, and more. And $25 to the Motor Vehicle Division to get a special travel card or a star on your driver's license to show it's real ID compliant. But doing that now is a challenge.
First of all, now we have this coronavirus crisis, so people can't even go into their MVD to get this new license. There was millions of people that didn't have their real ID yet. So I really think that the administrator didn't have much of a choice.
Lesko, who sits on the Homeland Security Subcommittee, has been calling for the extension long before the COVID-19 crisis began, and she's not the only one.
Quite frankly, the airlines, the travel industry was very concerned that so many people didn't have a real ID, and they were concerned that if at October of this year, all these people showed up to the airport and they weren't able to travel, domestic travel, that there would be a mess.
But Lesko knows not everyone will have acted by next year, which is why she's introduced a bill that would tell the Transportation Security Administration to accept travelers with pre-check clearance.
I think it's wise for people to do it. I do still think that my legislation is needed because in 2021, I have a feeling there's still going to be people that haven't gotten their real IDs, so we need to come up with a plan on how to implement it.
Despite the one-year delay, Lesko says she still wants to push her bill to make sure there are no issues for travelers next year.
This was important. It continues to be important, even though it has been postponed for a year. I don't want to be in the same spot in October 2021 that we would have been in October 2020.
Kara Harris, Cronkite News.